Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Our mission today is a pretty specific one. We're diving into the chaos of powering all those small random devices you find in high-density professional racks.
It's what everyone in AV or broadcast calls the wall wart disaster.
Exactly. The wall wart.
Yeah, every little converter, every extender, it has its own unique power brick. You get this spaghetti of cables, power strips daisy chained together, and when something breaks,
It's impossible to troubleshoot.
it's a logistical nightmare. The downtime alone can cost thousands. It's unsustainable.
Okay, so let's unpack the solution we're looking at. The sources bring up the tvONE 1RK system, and I really like their analogy for it.
What's that?
They call it a kind of universal power strip and organizer, but, for a mission-critical server rack.
Right, and the really revolutionary part is the design. It's patent pending, and what it does is it lets you take any of those random externally powered devices
From any manufacturer.
from anyone and turn them into these clean, uniform, slide-in modules. It centralizes everything, power, organization, all at once.
So that handles the clutter, which is great. But my first question for any dense environment is always capacity. And, more importantly, reliability. You're putting all your eggs in one basket, power-wise.
That's a fair point. A single point of failure is a huge concern.
So how does it scale?
The scaling is pretty impressive. It comes in 4RU, 5RU, and 6RU sizes. And if you go with the bigger 5 or 6RU units, you can run up to 64 devices.
64. Wow. Okay, so how do they manage that risk?
That's where the power flexibility comes in. And honestly, this is the heart of the patent.
So we're not just talking about a simple 12-volt output here.
Not at all. This is precision control. Each individual slot can provide 2 different voltages at the same time.
2? Okay.
Yeah, and you can choose from 7 different settings. You've got 5 volt, 7.5, 9, 12, 13.5, 18, and 24 volts.
That's a very specific list.
It has to be. That's what makes it truly universal. You can match the exact requirement for almost any device you slide in there, which is better for the gear in the long run.
And the power output is pretty hefty too, right? Something like 35 watts per dock?
35 per dock, which gives you 70 watts for the whole slot if you use both circuits. But you're right to be thinking about the next problem.
Pete.
Exactly. You pack 64 hot little boxes into a metal case, and you have a thermal issue.
So how does it handle that load?
It has to have active cooling. It's got a fan system built in that can push up to 225 CFM of air.
And you can adjust it.
You can change the speed, and there's a neat little feature where you can just flip the fan cover to reverse the airflow direction.
That is a thoughtful detail. Okay. What if you have that one super specialized device that needs a voltage that isn't on that list of 7?
They thought of that. They have what they call a pass-through. So you can still use your own unique power supply, but you route it through the 1RK chassis.
So it keeps everything physically organized, even if the power is external?
Exactly. It keeps the rack clean, and it's a huge time saver for service calls down the line because everything is still in one labeled, organized place.
Okay, let's talk logistics.
Yeah.
If you're building out a new facility, what's the entry point? The 6RU basic kit is listed at $700.
Right. And it's also TAA compliant, which is important for anyone who doesn't know. That just means it's approved for U.S. federal government contracts.
And they seem to back it up with support. Free shipping, lifetime tech support over phone, chat, email, basically every channel.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious commitment to the product.
Speaking of commitment, this brings us to a really crucial policy detail we found.
The fine print.
The fine print. This product is non-cancelable, non-returnable, and non-refundable. That's a hard line.
It is, and it tells you exactly what this is. It's not a casual buy. It's a fundamental infrastructure decision. You're committing to the solution to solve a very painful, very persistent industry problem. Once you're in, you're in.
And that leads us to our final thought for you. If solving a problem as basic as cable clutter requires a patent-pending system with 7 distinct voltage options, just how much hidden complexity is there in the simple organizational tools we rely on every single day?
Right. And think about this. What other sources of just ubiquitous frustration in your own workflow could be solved if you committed to a similar high-density modular